Hello friends, I'm Colonel Failure and this is Fixed with Failure, the occasional series where I take somebody's hard work and poke fun at it and try and make it, I was going to say better, but different, I think is the word that is probably the most appropriate. Anyway, this time around I was contacted by none other than Small Ejector. The crowd say Small Ejector. That's either going to work for you or it isn't. Yes, and we've got this. Well, and it's a pretty big map. Part of me says, is this Canada? I mean, because you've got Toronto there. I see. You're a regular Sherlock Holmes, me. And then over here you've got Niagara Falls somewhere. This feels like it's a proper piece of geography that's been converted, but it's not a piece of geography I recognise, and therefore, who knows? Anyway, it is the flattest map I have ever encountered in my life. The request that I have to tackle in this one is, well, it's 1992. He's done most of the work. Everything is very profitable, but then it would be if you play with the no costs mod turned on. That's why he's got 1.2 million in the bank. I beg your pardon, 1.2 billion. And it's even worse than that. He's so lazy he hasn't paid the loan back. I think we might just do that now, shall we? Yeah, that's, I mean, we might as well not pay anything out every year. That would surely be a superb thing to do, and I've barely dented the bank balance there. Anyway, a specific request. He's got some con mats going. He's got some food freight going, but apparently the rest of his freight stuff is a bit of a mess. So he wants me to do something with freight. All right, I got 1.2 billion. I mean, how hard could it be? And then secondly, another airport wouldn't go amiss. Okay, right, we've got Toronto Air to Buffalo. This is definitely kind of North America, North United States to Canada going on here, because Buffalo's fairly northern as well. Right, so there's Buffalo International. Yes, I'm looking at for this for the first time now. I've had a poke around for approximately 3.5 minutes, so don't get your hopes up too high. I mean, you're having difficulty setting up any other freight lines? Well, this looks really tricky. Yeah, I reckon we could probably pull something off here. I reckon that might work. You got a couple of towns here. That's easy peasy. Maybe something a little bit more challenging would be fun. Regardless, I'm going to have a poke at this for a couple of minutes. You stop back after you've perused the intro there, and I'll see what sort of mess we can make. Okay, now, as much as I joked about the oil line there that could very easily be set up, this is also a great location for a new airport, because this whole area hasn't been developed at all. What else have we actually got going here? So we've got a machine plant here, and that's always good for a laugh. Maybe sort the machine plant out with steel and plastic, because that's a nightmare to set up. I mean, well, actually, yeah, no, steel and plastic is about as tough as it gets. You could argue that planks and steel, given the 2-to-1 ratio, is also pretty tough. So what we're looking for here, and I'm not going to poke around the map to find it, we'll just call up the industry list. Product. Right. So we've got one iron mine, and it's by Silver Creek, which I saw a minute ago. How far away is Silver Creek? No, that's the forest. You've done well. You're off to a flying start there by calling up the wrong bit. Where are you? Very good. Yeah, if you'd like to give me some kind of perspective as to where you are in relation to the thing I was just looking at. Oh, it's miles away. Oh, in fact, it is in the absolute other corner of the map. I like a challenge. I think this may be a challenge too far, especially since you've got an enormous body of water in the way as well. There isn't a land route, is there? If we were to come round here, I mean, we could possibly cut this corner a little bit with a bridge, zip across here. You're going to need 3-4 trains to keep the journey time down. That said, you've got to go and make steel first. So we can take that one by rail. Now, the reason for doing it by rail is because I don't think, actually, let's have a quick look, that the freight the freight airport is installed. We could do it by freight. Now, flying iron ore is not a really realistic thing that one should ever do. But in this case, I do beg your pardon, in this case, yeah, okay, I'm up for that. Then you got Hamilton, which has got 2 steel mills, and they're the only steel mills. Oh, these people that don't put enough mills and things on their maps, I mean, it's disgraceful. Hamilton, where are you? You're over here. Okay. Interesting. I like this kind of causeway bit that we got going on there. That's fun. Yeah. Well, okay. Well, not 1, but 2 steel mills. Right. We'll blat a station into there, and then we'll train stuff in. Where's the coal? Silver Creek's got a coal mine as well. Oh, this is looking fun. In fact, this is looking like it's set up to do just this. And then plastic. Okay, where's your plastics factories? Buffalo or Tonto? Okay, well, that's either side of the... There's Buffalo over here somewhere. Right, okay, you can make plastic. You're going to need some grain to make that happen. So plastic is a piece of cake. Hold on, wait, no, that uses plastic. You're a genius. Okay, plastics, Buffalo, chemical plant. Oh, I see, it's there. Okay. Right, yes. So, yeah, all right. Well, that's a doddle. That's no problem at all. And then we will fly the plastics over to the mill over there. Yes. You're not going to remember any of this. True. However, I'm undeterred, unabashed. Let's rock and roll. Now, what we're going to do first is business as usual. We shall set up delivery before anything else. And frankly, these 3 happy chaps here are going to more than suffice with that regard. Plus, given that Buffalo is at the other end, we'll fly some back on the plane, I suspect. I'm putting quite a lot of hope in that the plane will actually handle the necessary here. So hold on, if you're going to train stuff to the steel mill, and then what? Train from there out to here? Yeah, I reckon. Okay, your timings are going to be all over the shop, but we are going to need a station. That's nice. That's not what you need. That's what you need. You need one of those and some kind of freight station. What have we got in here? Because obviously he's using mods that I've never got anywhere near. Oh, I've used this one though. It's my favourite freight station mod. Do you know why? Just because it's got a gantry crane that moves about a bit. I mean, that's amazing. Right, okay, we're going to need 480 metres of this. Give it a full, absolute, top-of-the-range kind of station impact there. Don't you dare collide. If there's one thing I don't want on this map, it's any kind of collision at all at any point. Right, we've got our second street connection, which will probably come in quite handy, and that's what's caused a collision. Don't you dare. Will that do? That'll do, but good luck using your second street connection. We're fine. Okay, right, that's in. So this is, where the heck are we? Kitchener-Waterloo. Fine, that's what it's called. So we're just going to call this Kitchener Freight. Kitchener Freight. Right, good, magic. And then we're going to need some kind of distribution. Does this count as a truck stop as well? I rather think it does. Okay, yeah, cool. Now then, can I do anything with that bit of road there? What's this? Why are there things in the road tool? No, that's all wrong. That's not what we want. There you go, a bit of medium crunchy road. Oh, I see. That would be magical. Do you want to relay it, given it actually costs you nothing, and put it in a way that will allow you to do this nice riverside kind of action? Yes. Well, look, just assert, man. You can bulldoze without any kind of pause for concern over anything at all here. You've got an unlimited budget and $1 billion in the bank, which means your budget is doubly unlimited. Oh, now that means I can cause double the damage. You can try. Right, okay, let's give it a little bit of space. That'll do. I don't know what's down there, but I'm sure it'll be fine. You wiggle round like this. Are you going to make it look good, or are you going to make it look mediocre? I think that is going to be for the viewer to decide. I am going to endeavour to make it look average, and they can decide whether good or mediocre has been accomplished. Really? You can't decide for yourself that that looks pretty mediocre? I could decide that, but I might choose just not to. Right, okay, now then. I'm going to use some town road over here, because I reckon we can get this town to expand over this side of the river. So we'll just... What the heck is that? Two lane? That's not two lane. I mean, it's two lane if you're maybe driving a tank around. Just give me some regular sort of medium street type action. Oh my gosh. Oof. All right, no, that's it. You're getting Jolly Green exclusively. And we'll wind that around there. We'll wiggle it out here some as well. Yeah, that's all good. We'll fling a little bit over. All right, well, maybe we won't. We'll fling a bit there, a bit further. Just like that. There you go. And then maybe the merry townsfolk will get some kind of notion that this would be a jolly good wheeze for them to get invested in. Right, take that to about there. And then you come straight across here like that. Beautiful. I don't know why it's defaulting to this pillarless number. No, not when you've got multiple variations on Jolly Green available. What's that all about? Right, okay, so we need to then set up delivery routes to Kitchener. We're going to go with machines, and that means we need some yellow zone drop-off action. Yes, we do. Is anything in range of the station? Not at the current time, no. Okay, fine. Right, let's... Don't use a bus stop if you can avoid it. Have they got any little tiddlers in the... Oh, what's that? Oh, that's nice. Oh, it's one of Hong Kong Dragon's mods who does, it has to be said, some very nice buildings. I never actually got to them, though, because he doesn't distribute them on the workshop. And given that the workshop has foiled my series repeatedly, maybe there's a lesson to be learned there. Maybe there isn't. Go on, you get across there. Jolly Green. There you are. That's it. Good. Right. That's lots of lovely connectivity for those chaps. Now then, Cambridge is the next one. This all looks reasonably viable, and you've got a nice industrial area there, so that should be relatively straightforward. Now, this is it's an inefficient way to operate because I'm going to be running up quite a few costs in running empty trucks during the time where I put the rest of this together. Now, that's what I normally do, but I'm going to put some heavy lifting in here. Now, we could switch out the plastic and do planks because you've got a forest up there and you've got a lumber yard here. That could work quite nicely, but no, that's easy mode. And what we're not going to do is easy mode. Oh, that's cheeky. Okay, so if we're going to put a freight airport in here, I'm going to do that now. When we put a freight airport in here, hello, flipping heck, it's enormous. And even on this flat as a pancake map, it is still going to fight me to actually do this. Because what I'm thinking here is we could fly grain out one way to get turned into plastic, that we then bring back the other way, and it's just money all the way around. Yeah. Yes. Where are you gonna fling this then, champion? Anywhere around here would be good. I mean, stuff the fields. Not bothered about that in the slightest. I just want enough latitude to be able to bung this airport in. Come on, there must be some. I'll stick it over here. It makes the whole thing a little bit less... Yeah, see, that'll work. I mean, it doesn't look great. Doesn't it? No, it doesn't. It's miles away. Anywhere. Come on, somewhere must be interested. If I get rid of all this road, do we think it's likely I'll find somewhere? Well, you know what? Yeah, there's only one way to find out, and that's to bulldoze the lot. Because I can stick in some superhighway afterwards, and that'll make life much better for all concerned. There you go. See? Perfect. All right, where else can we go? Oh, anywhere you like, really. Apart from there. Okay. Well, how about here? Yes. I do somewhat wonder what you're going to do with the trains if you put it there. Sure, you may well wonder. Well, I am wondering. How about if we activate some rotation here? Okay. All right. Okay. Yeah, that'd do. And then just hook that straight up onto there? No, it won't let me. But it will let me put it here. Okay, well, that's insane. Make it work. All right. Okay, there you go. Airport. Bosh. Done. Piece of cake. Everybody loves an airport, apart from the people who have to live in the flight path. Right, a bit of medium country. Smash. No smash. Smash veto. What have we got here? Oh, I see. Okay. All right. Well, we can put something hideous in here, and that'll sort it all out. But first, let's solve the landscape a little bit. You know what? Let's not mess about. Put it on high. There you go. Yeah. Go on. Level that out a bit, would you? Good. Right. Now then, you come round this way some. Like that. I don't know where you're going, but it doesn't really matter. All right. You come this way a bit. Oh, that's charming. Yeah. Just be wary. You might need to put a little truck shuttle in here. Yeah. All right. Well, if I do, we'll bulldoze this and put it all back again in a minute, and then keep going round onto there, and it looks fresh as a daisy. There is no way that is in range. Just FYI. Yep, it's not. How far does it get? It doesn't even get halfway around the loop. Okay. And, I mean, that is ugly. Yeah, well, people come here with certain expectations. Really? Well, if they just read the description, they might have the expectation that you knew what the hell you were doing. Well, that's certainly something. Go on, get on. Go on. No, it's going to be a truck shuttle. Okay, fine. In that case, we'll make it the least pointful truck shuttle ever to exist. All right, tidy this up a smidge, would you? All right, we can do that. All right, you're going to make nothing from this. I don't care. I've got $1 billion in the bank and no costs is to... These people who play with no costs, they honestly, they get so much done. It looks lovely when they're finished. Right. Go on. Yeah, bit of that. What's it? Yes. There you go. That's smashing. And then we'll run this. I want you on a more or less kind of even keel there, Tiger. Thank you. Do a bit more. No, do a bit more this way. That's it. Right. Smooth that out. And then I want a delicate descent from up top to down low. Okay. We also wanted a truck stop in there, so I ought to put that in now. Otherwise, things won't work. I have a feeling I may have put the wrong stop in there somewhere. It's going to need some kind of turning around functionality there. I'm just going to use the default. Stuff it. I mean, why make life any more difficult for yourself than you need to? Well, I mean, you could have set that policy in motion anytime you liked. I don't know why you've decided that why make life any more difficult than you used to is suddenly a philosophy that you're subscribing to. You clown. Right, bang that in there, smooth it out a bit, and then we should be able to just get a cheeky truck stop on there. Cheeky. Beautiful. Okay, and then what? We're going to work it round and come out the bottom end? Yeah, and, get a wriggle on. You spent too long on this bit already. All right, it's okay. Hold on, and is it the airport that you actually want to go to? Oh, yeah, because all of a sudden I decided to abandon the original perfectly serviceable plan, and now we're going to be flying grain out. So this is going to be the Kitchener grain exporter. Right, which is a very funky title. Yes, it is. And then whatever it takes, really. What have you got in mind? Well, let's make for a more genteel angle. Get some jolly green out. Yeah, gentler angle. More gentle still. Right, now then, we'll wiggle that around, I don't know, like that maybe. Maybe one more notch down bubble. And then see if we can't complete our turn. We definitely can complete our turn. There we go, so we'll do that and then round to there. Actually, make it a fairly straight kind of connection, and that looks so. Okay, right, now that I'm going to connect up onto here. This is the slow bit, everybody, okay? From here it's going to be pretty fast. This is just the point at which, you know, I'm fiddling around a little bit. But later on, I'll abort any kind of fiddling around kind of notion, and instead we'll get stuff done. Right. Yeah, rock that around there. Rock it over onto here. 3 fields of boots. Sucks to be a field. We'll then upgrade this lot. Yeah. No. Or you know, we won't. Okay, good. Just as good. And then grab the end of the road here. And, well, I'll tell you what, we'll zip across there on a bridge. Why? Because I like bridges. Okay, how's that look? Well, it looks okay. Yeah, I'd say it looks better than okay. But that's just me. All right, okay, now then, what am I missing? Some kind of just conclusion to this this disaster area. We'll run it out over to there. And then there'll still be some kind of town-to-town type. Let's use the others type of green bridge. Some town-to-town connection going on there, and everything is absolutely brilliant. Right. Okay, so that's that. Are we going to set stuff in motion now, or are you going to put in the infrastructure first? Well, I think infrastructure first is probably the sensible thing to do. Or you will forget, and things won't work. No, infrastructure first. Behave yourself. Right, so we were looking for Buffalo, weren't we? Something was in Buffalo. That's good. You're going to need to call up the list of stuff again, because you've forgotten what you were doing. I've only a little bit forgotten what I was doing. Okay. Why are you building over here again? Well, firstly, we want an airport over here, and secondly, we're building tools out of there. Good. You've remembered that much. Bring up the list of shenanigans again. So let's sort out the plastic side of things. You've got Buffalo or Toronto to choose from. Toronto's over here. Right. I mean, that gives you delivery to both Toronto and to Scarborough. Yes. I mean, does that matter to you? Is there some kind of emotional value in either of those places? Not so as you noticed. And then over here you've got Buffalo, which has got a little bit more space for an airport. And we can deliver to Buffalo and Fort Erie. Does that mean this is Lake Erie? Well, you are in the Great Lakes kind of a region, sort of, kind of, he says, stretching his geographic knowledge to the absolute limit. So it's certainly possible. Right, okay, well, let's see about bunging an airport in here then. We might need I think truck shuttles are possibly going to be necessary again. I think more cursing the landscape for not just letting me in. Look, this would be a nice place to have one. You know, a little waterfront kind of deal sort of thing. Actually, I built a really good airport that was right on the waterfront once. Did you? Yeah. Is it on video somewhere? It is. It's probably about the, I don't know, maybe 75th video that I ever posted on the subject. All right. Well, I'm sure someone will dredge through that and find it for you. That is, of course, if you are not just, you know, misremembering things. You pushed the wrong button, didn't you? Okay. Yeah, you're definitely going to need a truck shuttle here. All right. Well, look, come on. Look, this feels good to me. If it doesn't feel good to you, then we won't do it. But this feels quite promising. There she blows. There you go. Now, if I can just a little bit more. That's fine. Okay, take it. There you go. Nice waterfront airport. So this is the Buffalo Plastics facility. Buffalo Plastics. I like it. Right, and then we've got to do something with a road. We possibly severed something important over there. I'm still very tempted just to kind of go, I'll stuff this airport rubbish. We'll just run it by road. But no, we will not just stuff this rubbish and do it by road. We will not stuff the rubbish at all. The rubbish will remain unstuffed. Right, we're going to have to do a bit of carvage here because somehow I've managed to plunk this into the middle of a hillside. Which I would have thought if anything was going to make it complain about terrain alignment collision, it would be that, but I guess not. There you go, run it round over there. That's come out quite nice. I've got to get a truck stop on there, remember? Yeah, it'll be fine. Alright, fling that around here. Let's just mirror the side of the train track. You're going to be lucky to get it through there without narrowing your road. Have some patience and faith. I'll tell you what else we could probably try and do. You going to try and get a bridge over that? Yes, I am. Okay, all right, here we go. So we'll take this way. Don't clip to anything, would you? There you go. Do a bit of... No, don't do any of that. All right, go uphill. Don't clip to anything. And hook around there. Right. You haven't formed an underground level crossing, have you, by any chance? No, you haven't. Right now, I think I'm starting to get a theme here, people, and that is completely unnecessarily hopeless and complex. But you know, why not? It's somebody else's save game, and they've entrusted me to do something glorious with it. And since glorious is not necessarily something that I subscribe to, is that that's nice, but it's not what you wanted to build, though, is it? No, it's not. No, what we wanted to build... No, I'm doing it. Yeah, you're just going to have to watch me. Here we go. Right. We're going to build a flyover that goes over the tail end of the runway here. Now, theoretically, this shouldn't be too much of an issue because I believe the planes are going to land in that end and then taxi round here and then take off this side. So they should be able to... you have absolutely nothing to base that on. Right, we'll go for 4. We'll go straight across there. We'll go for a bridge pillar collision. Okay. How much of a bridge pillar collision are we really talking about, though? I mean, honestly, I mean that's surely enough space. All right, we'll try again. We'll go up 2 more, which is about as high as I'm prepared to go. No, it's not going to play ball. It's because it's a big airport. And where are the pillars? They're not that inconvenient, really, are they? Yes. Okay. In which case, we shall instead drop it back down again, and we'll just zip across here. And hopefully, bridge pillar collision. All right, I'll move it. I think we will be in such a place that the planes coming in and out will be able to just zip over the top of it. We're not going under it this time. We'll see about going over the top. Let's get that somewhat parallel. Although the shadow is throwing me off, but I'm sure we'll be fine. And then you get across there. Head in the direction we need you. That's it. Keep going down. That's it. Maybe one more. Beautiful. Right, and then you onto there. Absolutely splendid. That's going to work like a charm. Of course, we could have just worked this around the edge here, but we didn't. So that's fine. All's well that is well. Right, now then, truck stops, same again. We shouldn't need more than a little truck stop for this, so this should just pan out quite nicely. You sit there. What's going on with your textures there, little truck stop? Nothing. I'm just very pale. You are, aren't you? And then we need another one here, and I don't think that's gonna. What have you done? What is... Oh, I see. You've terminated a bit of road there that you end up not using. So let's just abandon that and instead see if a truck stop will merrily plunk its way in without a fight. Yeah, I know the answer to that as well. But, you know, I have to live in some kind of hope once in a while that things will... There we go. They'll just lay in without any kind of effort on my part at all. Right. Is that actually connected? Yes, it is. And then... a bit of smoothation, because we've got standards. I mean, they might be incredibly low, but, you know, they are standards nonetheless. Yeah. You going to do this all over the map? I might. Yeah. Possibly ought to connect that as well. Don't know what it's for, but I'll connect it back up anyway, because, you know, safety first. Get past all of this stuff that is not roads. There is no way you can describe that as a road. It's not even close. You don't really want to... yeah, whatever. Right, okay, good. So, that means I can now potentially get plastic going. That'll be fun. And while we're about it, have we got a passenger stop here? Oh, just 5 or 6. My goodness me, the overlap for these bus services is dramatic. But that's perfectly fine. Right, so that's plastic dealt with. Unless I'm wrong. Nope, plastic, dealt with. I'm not wrong, I'm right. Next up, we've got to run a train line. I mean, we could do the whole lot by air, but that feels wrong to me. Let's go find a steelworks. I did identify one previously, but I'm going to identify one again. Buffalo. That rings a bell. All right, let's go over here. Right, Buffalo. What? It's right next door. Oh, you've made this too easy. No, 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 no. That's the factory again. Pay attention. All right, output, steel, slag. Right. Hamilton. Where's that? It's there, look. All right, well, where's that in relation to what I'm currently doing? Oh, it's... So there's Silver Creek. So we're going to rattle around the outside here using the absolute fastest flipping freight train I can muster. We'll come over here. We'll muscle in on the action for the passenger services, and then we'll zip into a station here somewhere. There, and I'm thinking we put a kind of a terminus section in there. Then we zip back out again. Although we could zip across the causeway here, which is going to prove to be better. Do we think? Yeah, I know. I want to zip across the causeway as well. But honestly, this way's better. It is. It is better to go that way. And given that this is a little bit touch and go vis-a-vis will it work, won't it work, I think that, that doing something a little bit more sensible, there's nothing about this that's sensible, is the better route to go there. Now, you've got some flipping passenger station here that's getting in the way, because I need to build a big station right here. Right here. I'm not sure what that's all about. Possibly best not to ask. All right, let's measure up. Right, we want a terminal, a freight station terminal. It's going to need to be a long one. High speed, yes. Electrification. Number of tracks. Well, we'll get away with 2. Well, we're not running any more than that, so it's going to be 2. We're going to stick it in here. Now, this is going to need a direct connection to the excuse me, to the facility. All right, hold on. Well, what if you wang it around there? How much less do you need to bulldoze? Now, it's not, you understand, that I am averse to bulldozing things. Far from it. Rather, it's going to be easier if I don't have to bulldoze too much. Look at that. It's like it was meant to be. Although I have got to pull a 90-degree turn. Oh, wait, hold on. Yeah, I'm putting it in. So this is going to be the Hamilton Steelworks. Hamilton Steelworks. Right. And then, which way do you want to go first? What? Oh, no, track. Flipping, just what now? High-speed tracks, no catenary. No, I want high-speed tracks, yes, catenary, please. Super-speed tracks, no, that's... What? Specialised tracks for higher speed? Yeah. Where's the default? Just give me the default one. Because all of this is frightening me. What? Okay, well, look, I'm going to chance this. It uses third rail electrification instead of catenary. But I'm planning to use things that have got a pantograph. And therefore, whatever. Right. You lot, out my way. Sorry about that. I don't know where this chap's going, actually. Where are you going? Sorry, lady. Well, this person in their vest top, they've just gone to go and stare at the steelworks. It's a bit odd. And I'll tell you something else. Looking at this now, we're going across the causeway. That seems to be the smart thing to do. Right, okay, off we trot. So we'll go around the corner a bit. Yes. Yeah, go around the corner a bit. And then what? Are you just going to muscle in? You're just going to muscle in on a perfectly viable passenger line? No, we'll actually run in parallel to it, and we'll set up a separate goods causeway route. Don't mind me, coming through. Oh, look at those, running the TGV. If it's like any other TGV ever used, it's got 3 passengers. Oh, it's only 164 passengers on board. Even then, I bet it's not making enough money to break even. But of course, we'll never know. Right, okay, zip across here. Already chosen Jolly Green. Very wise, very astute. Much artisan going on there. Right, where am I going next? I'm pretty sure it's over that way. Is it though? Yeah, it's over there, look. Okay, well, what do you think of Aldershot? I think it's a lovely destination for a train line coming straight through the middle of it. You're a sick man. Yeah, no, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna see what happens. Right, excuse me, coming through. Yep, don't mind us. What have you got going on there? Oh, you've got your diamond junction in the wrong flipping place. You should have known that. I'm coming through this bit. All right, there you go. That's I'll put you a diamond junction back in. Don't worry. There you go. Stick that in there, and then we'll sling it out here because all this track is very flat and very level, and it's going in a very straight line. It's a thing of beauty. It just shows a little bit of lack of imagination. Right, and then we're going to go over the top like this. Yeah, and we're not having any signals. We will quite happily interrupt your passenger service because we don't care. Just give me... I'm assuming this signal's going to work. I mean, I say that. It doesn't really even... There you go. Put that on the other side. What? Why is this train going the wrong way? No, it's not. The train's going the right way. The signal's the thing that's giving you the problems there. Stick that on there. That's it. Right, there's a bunch of stuff. I might use some of it. In fact, this would be a great opportunity to run like a triple-headed SD70 or something like that. And I think I might just do that. Anyway, as mentioned, we're coming through the middle of here. So let's just do a bit of that. That'll do it. Yeah, everything else can get taken out by the track. I don't know if we're increasing house prices, or house value, I should say, as we do this. I'm going to guess really not very much, but you never know. Some people are very keen on having trains running through the back garden. I know that cut the speed a bit, but frankly, if I'm running a freight train that will do 90-odd miles per hour, more than 90 miles per hour, then we're in really good shape. Now, where are you putting your fourth? My trains should not bunch up this much, so I think we'll put our little branch out for two-way because we're going to run a couple of these. You see, we'll put it over here so that you get the obvious drama that is multiple tracks running in a line. It is. It's obvious drama. Do you think you could relay this to maybe be a bit straighter? I could certainly give it a go just for you. Obviously, we've now got a snake in between these two signals, but I don't see that that's going to be a huge difficulty. Right, go on to there. Yeah, okay, so it's still a little on the snaky side, but less snaky now. Now, the small ejector has obviously built this with a great deal of care and attention to try and make his rail paths as straight as possible. And what I'm doing is I'm introducing something that's just altogether more organic. I think that's complaining about a bus stop that I deleted. There it is, in fact. All right, hold on, pause. We don't want it to remove itself. We'll see if we can't salvage it. We might wreck this commuter route while we're at it, but I don't care. Right, you want a level crossing here as well. There you go. Yeah, beautiful. Make one side of the town connect to the other. That's going to come up lovely. That's super duper. Good. Yes. Now this, I've also seemed to have, I've disenfranchised that from civilization as well. So we'll put another level crossing in here. Yeah, I'd never put a level crossing on my own network because they're horrible. But on somebody else's, I got no such problem. There you go. Fling that in on there like that. Everyone can get everywhere. Do you want to go across here? I would. Oh, you are doing. Okay. I'm surprised by that because that's a really horrendous angle. Good. And then we need a bus stop here of some kind and a means for this lot to get over there. Level crossing ought to do the trick. Yes, it is. It's totally possible. Oh, go on. It's really close. Go on. This would work out like an absolute dreamboat. All right. Well, how about if we don't go all... What? Are you on different levels? You don't seem to be on different levels. All right, if you do that, yeah, accept that, and then try again. No, not to be. But I'm going to leave that in, just in case there's like a bold BMXer of some kind who fancies their chances jumping the tracks. You never know. Why not? it's possibly that this is a little too close. So let's just do that. Lo and behold, and then we'll stick. No, you want the road-based stuff. Thanks, man. You are welcome. And then we'll put bus stops in there. We'll reconnect this bit of road. Yeah, see, you could do it after all. You just needed to believe in yourself. This bit of road, however, doesn't want to play ball. What if it went the other way? Because sometimes that's all the difference you need. Okay, it's not quite attractive, but it's certainly something. And then we'll come out over there and just wang through that. Ah, beautiful. Yeah, I know, I'm building with no real care and attention being applied in the slightest. Now then, we need to get this to come into there. So I'm going to go straight through this mountain and appear out over there somewhere. Oh, okay. You've clearly done your surveying work. I definitely have. Keep going. Yeah, how much is this going to cost? Well, the question actually is how much would this cost if it weren't costing you nothing? All right, what sort of route have you taken there? Yeah, okay, that's viable. All right, there you are, that's easy. And then just a smidge of... Hold on, let's get it to snap properly first, and then go again. All right, come around. Please don't crash the game. Please don't crash the game. That said, the game feels pretty solid. Oh, why would you say that? It does, a bit. Yeah. But anytime you say something like that, the game gods will just go, oh, really? It's like when you're midway through a series and you kind of go, I think this is coming along really nicely. I'm ever so happy with what I've done to Rapture. And the game goes, oh, really? And then you know, conjures evil thoughts, and someone removes the mod. Although I did hear, for those of you following progress of mods that have been removed from the workshop, apparently the mod creators are not to blame. Someone's account got hacked, and they were removed by some kind of miscreant, which makes you go, oh, flipping heck. Firstly, someone who's put a lot of work into a mod, removing it from the workshop without their say-so is just flipping mean. And secondly, removing a mod from the workshop when people are using it is just flipping mean. I hope you got all your jollies, you rotters. Now, obviously, were it just me and myself there, I'd probably use slightly stronger language. But no, because the kernel keeps it clean, they are rotters and nothing more, and maybe they're a little bit mean. Right, we're geared up. So I can bring in steel, I can bring in plastic. Can you? Have you done all of it? Bizarrely and disturbingly, I think I might have done. We'll double check. Obviously, I need things like, you know, signals and a plan. But other than that, I think we're all good. Can you get under there? Yes, you can. Go. All right. Did you just use Town Road on that? Might have. Okay, so we trundle under here for, I don't know, 1,500 miles. No, you've still got one bit to do. Oh, okay. Right. Where did I leave my station? Buffalo. You go across the causeway here to the Hamilton Steelworks, which you've still got the menu up. Okay, cool. And then from here, we're going out over there. We need to somewhere in between the coal and the iron. So I suggest you very delicately start to lay out the next segment of track. Yeah, all right. Very delicately. You're just going to go straight over the top of that bit of track, aren't you? I'm going to do it very delicately. Okay, and then you're going to put in some signals to interfere with the passenger service. Delicately, yes. Okay. Let's see. I care. Right, and then we'll double track this from the get-go. I don't know if we'll need more than 2 trains to do this leg, but especially if I'm going to rock as many wagons as I can while still maintaining speed. But we'll figure that out in a minute. Now, we won't hijack the passenger route here. Doing so would be mean, and plus I want to get into drag races with the TGV. So we'll just we'll go right. What are you colliding with? It's just a bit of water. There's nothing to collide with it. If there's a bit of cliff in the way, move it. Right, okay, and then what? Where are you planning your dramatic crossover? We're not. We're going to go all the way around the outside. Okay, fine. You're still going to have to do something at St. Catherine's, though. You're going to need to get onto the other side of the passenger line. You worry too much. What we'll do is we'll double track to about this section of corner. It's at this point I should point out, I'm actually paying absolutely no attention to how long this is taking. You might end up with a 6-hour video here. I hope you like it. You can skip to the end if you want to see how it turns out. I'll definitely get it done, unless it crashes, in which case I'll go, oh, well, it was a beautiful dream that was never meant to be. And I shall use those exact words. That will be our code phrase. And there you go. And we shall never speak of it again. All right, slap that in there. Oh, this is, yeah, it's all looking good. Actually, that's not what you intended to do. No, it's not. Okay. How about you do the thing you were intending to do? All right, okay, yeah. Sorry there, nice piece of green bridge. Not this time. I could have left it in there as a memento to a lost cause that I hadn't properly thought through, but I won't. Right. Haven't you now deleted past the apex bit that you set up? Yes, but I'd done that to be able to double track, you see, because now we're coming over onto the passenger line, and then we're going to veer off it. And in fact, we're going to veer off it now. Oh, look at the drama. That's very dramatic. Yeah, and a complete inconvenience to passengers. Stuff them. I'm going to be running a train that's the best part of half a mile long, and therefore everything will be lovely as far as the passengers will be concerned. They'll go like, why are we stopped? Freight train. How long is this freight train? About 3/4 of an hour. Okay. Right, now they do a bit of that. Yep. Okay, good. Drama. Oh, there's going to be some good viewing angles here. Now, I'd just like to point out, in case you hadn't already picked up on it, this is not going to be the most efficient way to do this. I want to go by the edge of the airport there as well. All right, well, you can do whatever you like, but get a wriggle on. You're taking your sweet time over this. I really am, aren't I? I mean, for a project of this scale, I really have taken an HS2 level of time in figuring out exactly what it is I plan to do. Have you just roller coasted that? A bit? Well, okay, well, that's not acceptable. Okay, all right. Oh, apparently there are some standards that we will not sully. So we'll go back to there and then we'll flatten that out this time. But you'll be underground. You won't get all the lovely views as long as we're above ground to go via the edge of the airport. Because that's important to me for some reason, all of a sudden. Okay. Alright, now don't do anything clever here. Just, you know, work it round to about there. We've got a bridge pillar collision with what? The road, the town, this other bit of track. You've got a tunnel exit that's just basically in the middle of another tunnel. Do you want a continuing list of potential problems here? All right, okay, that's okay. That's all right. That's okay. Now, just zoom out. Make sure you've got this more or less straightish. Well, more or less straightish is, I mean, that's quite a broad set of possibilities there. No, take it down one. That's it. All right, now grab the end of it again. I will if I can. All right, unable to align terrain. That's a lie. You are able to align the terrain. And what we need here is a bit of luck when it comes to this tunnel exit. There you go. That's it. Right there. You chaps, just letting you know, your lives may be forfeit. But it's in the name of high industry and significant progress. That's come out adequately. I've broken something. I'll figure out what that is later on, and I'll make a decision as to whether or not to do anything about it. Bridge pillar collision. We might need to single track this tunnel. It's acceptable if I can get over here. All right, what's the pillar colliding with? The road, the buildings. Oh, poor roads and buildings. How I feel sorry for thee. Oh, it's the right in the centre of town as well. Oh no. Oh dear. Everybody's sad now. Right, except me, because we're going to go by the end of the runway here, and it's going to look great. All right. Okay. Yes. Because I want planes flying over the top of my goods train at some point if I get really lucky. Right, keep the speed. Yeah, that speed's appropriate and necessary. And then where's my iron ore mine? There's a coal mine. Where's the iron ore's all the way down there. We really are taking a circuitous route, aren't we? Literally, not just figuratively speaking. It is in fact literally a circuitous route. Okay, well if that's what makes you happy. Of course, what's completely unknown here is I don't know if this is going to work because the distances involved are horrendous. This is going to be a real test of the game. It's not a test of me. I'm just bimbling my way through this. This is, it's quite nice, and I think I've set up at least a couple of halfway decent views. If we were to stop there, we actually decrease the journey time a bit. Yeah, okay. And that's my concern, is I think it might be too far from one end of this route to the other, to the extent that it won't work at all. Even if I were to fly it on a jet plane, don't know when I'll be back again. But we'll find out. Go on, align the terrain. Come on, look, if you can do this quickly, we can crack on. Just find an alignment point. I really want the coal not to have to truck it. Okay, all right. Well, let's have a look and see how. Okay, I see why that might possibly be difficult. All right. Okay. Well. Yeah. All right. You've tried this before. Yeah. Oh, hello, autosave. Have I been going that long? Evidently, I have. All right. We'll go with the glorious. This is never going to work. Railway station. We'll only go with 2 tracks because we don't actually need that many. And ta-da! No. All right, try harder. Go on. They'll be somewhere. You'll fit here somewhere. It won't. Okay, try something a little bit more demure rather than the sleazy big animated number you were trying there. Go on, you want to fit in there. Just go on. Go on, be my guest. All right, okay, let's smooth gun this for a bit. I don't think it's necessarily going to have the right level of impact, but it certainly isn't going to make it worse. It probably isn't going to make it worse. All right. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. If you were to snap directly to there, I'd smooth everything for you afterwards. You understand? I would make that work. No? Okay. All right. I'll try this one then. Whiz it around. And no. Give up on it being easy. No, I will not give up on it being easy. I want it to be easy. Because we could stick it down there in Second Street connection to make all of that work and that kind of business. You're just going to have to do a bit more. You're going to have to put a bit more effort in here. Okay. Right. Let's put in a dab of extra height here. Several dabs, I think, would probably be advisable. A bit more dabbing. Yeah, quite. Ooh, gently on the dabbing. This is not dabbing anymore, is it? Now you're starting to get into dolloping. Yeah. Well, look, it wasn't anywhere near to being right. And now it's probably further away. All right, I'll fix this. Stay there. Hang on. I'll get it done. Now, I don't know about you, but if it was me, I would have been absolutely thrilled with this little coastline effort, town, burb kind of deal thing going on. And I've wrecked that. So details. Right, what I've done is we've got the single track going on through most of the tunnel. We split into double track inside the tunnel, which is something else I never do, but I have done. I possibly ought to connect this bit of road up. Hold on a moment. Let's do this in the lowest effort fashion possible. Yeah, like that, and like this. Happy now? Yes, you are. And then I've done a cunning move here. What I've done is I've made the merger point for my double track there. That means that there's a high likelihood that you'll get trains queuing next to the end of the airport, full of flammable things, so that we really do get to appreciate the trains coming into land. Well, why not? And then when we come out, work our way around the outskirts of Buffalo, hemming in its progress in that way that we do. And then we end up at the coal mine station here, which probably needs a name like, well, I'm going to go with Buffalo Mined Goods, Mined Valuables. Because we then continue the station outwards, where I'm going to run a dinky little shuttle service to come and pick up the iron ore. And there we go. Dinky iron ore. Right. Now what we need to do is actually set up some routes. So let's start with something simple. Let's do the dinky iron ore route first. Have I got a depot? No. Have I got a plan for how I'm going to put a depot in? No. We'll do it like this. We'll buy as many depots as we need to set this thing in motion. All right. Oh, look, there's El Chicorino. Always good for making a freight train appear out of thin air. Right, okay, so grab this. We want a new line. We're going from Dinky Iron Ore to the Buffalo Mined Valuables, which is splendid. And what should we call that? Well, we shall probably call it, this train is going to get in the way of the other train that I'm about to deploy in a moment. It's going to be significantly longer, and there's going to be a couple of them. Something a bit shorter? Hold on. Just let me stick that in. Okay, thank you. Good. Right. Now this no, hold on. No, your depot's not going to work. Well, it is, but it's not going to work for deploying your other freight trains. So stick it round the other way. Get it right once, at least, and then and then everything will be fine. Right. Give me this. Give me that. Do this. What? And just bung that on the end. Yeah, job's a good one. Does it need to be electrified? Possibly. Yeah, it already is, apparently. These are electric buffers. Okay, right. So you are iron ore delivery. Let's CF these so that I can find them again. Iron ore. And buy trains. I'm going to come up with something that looks like a shunter. Now, I haven't loaded up my selection here, so I've got no idea what we've got to play with. A little... I mean, the Alco is obviously staring at me, but then doesn't it always? Ooh, a Class 8. I don't think I've ever used one of those. Or a Class 9. Yeah. Oh, there's a nice selection in here. There's some fun time trains. Yeah, I'm going to end up using the stuff that I always use, because, I know it and trust it, and therefore it's favourable. However, we will have a reversed Class 9. Why? Because I say so. And in there, you're going to need some aggregate wagons. Okay. Hoppers. Okay, right. Do you carry iron ore? You do. You do 50 miles per hour. Now, I think these are... Where are these? They're procured with Deutsche Bahn. That's near enough. We're all on the same continent, apart from us, who's on an island, but next to a continent. So that's all good. Or we could go for the Sarkland efforts. They're made by Alexei Kalashnikov in 1975. He turned his hand to something else. He'd perfected the assault rifle and moved on to new things. 50, that ought to do it. One more. That looks good. They are completely horrendous scale-wise, but so be it. Get to work. All right, okay. So that's that one. I'm going to let it run, and then we'll set up the next. It's flying at the moment. Let's not have it flying. Activate afterburners. It's not quick. Right, but it is doing its job. Right, now let's plumb in Big Bird here. Actually, are we going to... No, I'll use a separate depot for the other one. And we'll go from Buffalo Mined Valuables out to... There's a lot of colours going on here. Out to... It ends up over here somewhere, doesn't it? Didn't it? Or is it further along? I think it's further along. It's over here. Hey, there we are. Right, okay. And out to Houghton Steelworks. No errors on the line. Well, given that you built point to point, be quiet. CF, hopper, bulk. Right, now, I'm going to need to a lot of this, I reckon. How much is that? Ooh, quite a bit. Okay. So let's then purchase some vehicles and sling them on there. That's the line manager. You don't need that. Not for this job. For this job, you're going to need two. Two will do it. We could work on spacing them out, or we could hope that the little shunter will do a valiant job in helping us to space them out anyway. And I'm not entirely sure that the little shunter is actually going to be quick enough to keep up with the demand. I'm not entirely sure the demand is going to be enough to actually warrant any of this business. Right, what are we going to use? You know what you're going to use. You're going to use some beefcake flipping American thing, and you're going to stick 3 of them in there because it's what the people want. Okay. All right. What, do you want to go GP40 or do we want to go your SD70 maybe? Yeah, all of these things are possible. And there's so many to choose from. There are. What's a U3023B Conrail? NC, North Carolina? Don't know, it could be. Yeah, all right. I've not used that before. F7As, they're fun, but actually I don't like them as much as I do the slightly newer stuff. We're going to use GP40, and we'll use the Norfolk Southern, and we'll go with 3 of them. All in one consist, please, gentlemen. Thank you. Right, and then we're going to stick in the biggest flipping thing imaginable. Freight. I noticed the NAFI state car is present. That's a jolly good show. But in this case, we can just go with hoppers. Now, hopefully, none of these hoppers will crash the game. Covered hopper, 6,300 cubic feet. That's a whole lot of hopper. Only carries grain and plastic. Then it is dead to me. We want something that carries ore. Or what? Very good. Well done. Yeah. There was a weak joke available there, and you decided to go for it anyway. That's the kind of thing I do. The FAL 160. No. We'll go with these gondolas. I've used them before. They saved my bacon significantly on the main line, and also we can almost match liveries there. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Actually, never mind that. We're going to go for half a mile's worth of train. There you go. Perfect. Set this on side. Ashley, give me another one. Clone it. Set them both on the CF hopper bulk, because honestly, it doesn't matter whether they're profitable, because there are no costs associated with any of this. Right. Should we come back and look at this in a moment? I think we should, because we've now got more fish that need frying. Right. What are you? You're a truck stop, and what are you doing? I'm doing things to plastics. Fine. Okay. Right. Well, hold on. How do you set the route up first? Okay. Right. From there to here. Good. And while we're about it, let's do another one. Another one from there into... Show me the yellow bit. Thank you. Into there. All right. Okay. That's 2. Yeah. Are you going to name these? Yeah. All right. This is going to be... whatchamacallit? Tools delivery. CF tools delivery wherever we are. Buffalo? Question mark. I think it is. It is. We could do Fort Erie while we're here. Yeah, might as well. Because all of this demand increases the chances that any of this works. It doesn't increase them by much, but it increases them by a little bit. Right about where looks fairly central in this industrial block. I guess it's that one or this one. We'll go with 2nd Street. And you can come from here as well. All right, line 2. Good. So you are what? CF tools. Tools. Yeah, delivery. Erie. All right, groovy. And then what was line 1? This is the plastic shuttle. The CF Buffalo plastic shuttle. Plastic shuttle. Now, I need to go... that big, beefy, flipping train line that I just set up, I've got to go back and put some signals on there. Otherwise, it is going to be forever before the second one sets off. And that might not necessarily be a bad thing. I still need to put at least one signal on there somewhere. Otherwise, you know, it's going to be quite painful. It's going to be quite painful no matter what. What are you looking for? Some kind of vehicle road depot kind of deal. Okay, right. Where are you going to plough that? Well, I'm going to make it look like this piece of road was deployed intentionally, and we'll stick it on the end of there. All right, well done. Now then, how many do you want? Right, I think the plastic shuttle can probably get away with one. Right, we definitely aren't going to need many more than that, if any. What are we shuttling? Grain out and then plastic back. Okay, then you want to catch all, don't you? Grain, plastic. And we do like the Peterbilts. Yeah, we do. I mean, it's a bit low effort, yeah, and you're suggesting that what you've been doing so far is high effort. Oh, I tell you, I'm so harsh on myself. Right, set line to just CF, which typically is not right at the top of the list. Plastic Buffalo shuttle. Yeah, off you go. And then I think we'll just do the same again. Right, we'll do what? 2? Yeah. You can go to Buffalo, CF Tools Delivery, Buffalo question mark. And then we'll buy 3 of that one. You can go and do... Now, the reason that I've bought more here, it should be pretty obvious, is just to get the delivery times down. And that should work out nicely. Right, next job is what? Plane, I suppose. All right, okay, right. So this is the real test because I have not had fabulous experiences with the freight goods mod previously, by which I mean it just didn't work. That doesn't look like you chose the freight airport there. It doesn't, does it? No, that looks more like a normal airport. Well, look, you've been pulling from here. You chose, I'm sure, that one. It looks like that one. Yeah, but I imagine this looks like that one as well. Now, go back and look at the other one again and see if it's got any kind of a freight symbol over the top of it. This has a passenger symbol and one of those. Okay. Hangar, I think they call them. Now, if we go over here... sinking feeling moment. No, this does this. Well, it's okay. This doesn't have it either. Hold on. Why is there already something taking off from here? Because you just set it up. Because I just set it up. There you go. CF plastic air. Maybe if I chose the right. If I chose the right airport. I'm like 2% certain that I chose the right airport. Buy aircraft. Right then. Let's hope that there are some aircraft that actually take freight. There they are. Look. I have to hold my breath. Now, we do have the DC-4. Yeah, it's always good. Or we could go straight for the 757. Yeah, it's a bit dull. Yeah, let's do the DC-4. How much you carry? 15. Oh, I reckon 6. Yeah, okay, good. Do that. And plastic, that one. Cool. Right. Okay, good. That's that going. That's going to need a little bit of cogitation time, I'm sure. Let's continue around our circuit here. And now we're going to do the other... so the Steelworks Freight Escapade Fandango. And we're going to need to hook up something on there. So what my plan right now is to get everything kind of plumbed in, and then we'll come back and do signals. So that's the Steelworks out to, goodness me, flaming 2.5 million miles away. And it's not that way either. It's this way. And then 2.5 million miles later, you arrive over here. Right. Okay. So this is going to be Steel Magnolias. CF Steel Magnolias. Very good. Quite the tearjerker. Yes. Okay, right. Now then, that's decided that it fancies going on one side of the track all the time. Thank you very much. And that could possibly be because I didn't put any kind of a crossing in at this end. You say possibly, you mean possibly. Now, some of you will be going, I bet he's put his crossing on that other line far too close to things, so it's not going to work. I did that originally, then I built another one, and now it should work. And I'll tell you something else. I'm going to stick signals on here now, just so that we can establish our authority early on. Do you think that did it? No, I don't think that did it. I think you're going to need to try it again a little bit further up the line, and hope that it comes good, because we're about to spend a lot on trains here. Now I think I might well go electric for this one. There you are, look. See, it wants to do the right thing. Okay, do you want to put another set of signals in? Yeah, well, I'm going to need to. Bung one in there. Really? Any more? Nah, it'll be fine. And then we're going to drag race this flipping TGV, which is just, you know, just very full of itself. Where are you putting your depot? Somewhere inconvenient. Yes. I think we will go with... Oh, these look confused. What's going on there? Which way are you facing? Oh, we don't really know. Where are you? What's going on there? Presumably it's going the right way. What I have noticed is an awful lot of one-way signals on this thing, so I'm pretty sure that's going the right way. I'm wondering right now whether it's held at a signal here because there's a freight train on this track. That would be more hilarious than I'd actually intended. Let's do that and see if it moves. It didn't. Wasn't my fault. Damn. So much more fun when it is my fault. Okay, right, and then we'll stick one there as well, because that way the tail end of it can block the crossing. Beautiful. Okay, cool. What now? What were you doing? You were putting in a train depot so you could actually get the thing moving. Okay, come around here. Yeah, good. I think we'll use cheap and cheerful again, just purely to get it going. Right. Here. Yeah, there's that. Good. Nice. And steel magnolias. Right, buy trains. How many do you want? I think we'll go with 2 again, but I think we'll try and make these as pacey as we can. What have we got down? Oh, goodness me. Where's all the European rail freight? No. No, this General Electric, it's all right, but it built in both freight and passenger variants. I guess that's what we're using then. All right, well, we'll stick 2 of them together. There you go. And hopefully I've electrified all of this. I'm pretty sure I have. Freight. Right, what are you picking up? You're picking up steel and possibly coming back with plastic. Now then, is there something that will do that for us? No, wait. You're picking up steel and possibly coming back with tools. Right, that's a slightly different thing, isn't it? Steel, not tools, machines, not tools. Okay, well, that's a shame, because we love a flat car. What about the doppelstock? Nope, we'll do machines. Won't do tools. I think we might end up naffising this one. Tools, machines, no steel. No. If I can find something funky looking that will do both. Machines, no. Pennsylvania flat car, 000, only does 79 miles per hour. This consist here is currently capable of doing 99. Naffies, what do you do? 99. That's no competition then, is it? All right, on you go. We'll go with the same kind of setup as we did before, because, you know, that will help lead to peril. What will? The fact that it's probably too long for at least part of this line. Clone it. Yeah, set them on the new line there. Off we roll. I'm pretty sure there's more than half a mile here, isn't there? Isn't there? Otherwise, we might not get very far, because the depot may be a smidge close to the end of the station there, and that would cause for quite some drama. Let's get a wriggle on and see if that's going to work out or not. Of course, the only thing I haven't really done yet is any kind of delivery. We've got one bit of delivery right back at the beginning, and that's heavily reliant on the... oh, hello! That's good. There's my triple header coming in. That's amazing. How long is half a mile? Really long. Yeah, way longer than you've accounted for. Yeah, okay, right, hold on, I'll fix that. And like that. There you go. Piece of cake. Good. What? Who's broken? Certainly not me. I haven't broken. Yeah, no, it's broke. I wanted super long trains. That's what I've built. But yeah, you may have actually done so much mischief here that you might not be able to recover from it. Can we sell it? Whoa! The same goes for you. Get sold. Right. Okay. We're going to need to rethink that. And the rethinking isn't going to take too long. We'll just get rid of this. And we'll start maybe a little bit further up here. Okay, yeah, we've got a bit of a snarl up going on there. It's okay, I'll fix it. Don't worry, it's okay. It's all right. It's all part of a grand scheme. I'm moving in a very mysterious way. It's no more mysterious to normal. Right, fling this on there. That's what it is. Right, do the same again, because I did actually quite enjoy the look of that. Actually, what have we got in the multiple units section? The GE60C, which is what I was using, in reverse. Is that something we want? Well, it is now. Give me that. What, we could top and tail it. We could stick one at either end and then make it look like it's not actually turning around and things. I like the way you work, sir. Right, yeah. Naffies. All right, here we go. Yeah, I am making it half a mile along, because that's a number. That'll do. Good. And then stick the reverse on the other end. Hope it's got enough grunt to actually make some kind of difference. No, move up there. Great. Okay, cool. Clone it and fire away. Bong. I don't think I need two of them. We'll see. Right, who's aggravated? No one's aggravated anymore. Okay, well, why are you still waiting then? What have I not done that I should have possibly done? No, hold on. No, this has come off fine. What are you waiting for? You're waiting for a free path. Well, I'll stick a signal on here and see if it alleviates your pain. How about that? Pain alleviated. That's nice. Oh, hold on. It's because these TGVs are blocking my flipping line. Why are you parked up? Where are you trying to get to? Which one of you's facing the wrong way? It's you. You're which? Wait. Oh, hold on. Where are you going? All right, you're going this way. All right, follow the yellow brick road here and see what's occurred to cause the dilemma. Or is it the fact that I've got a train blocking that junction that's caused the logjam? It is. The train can't go any further because this set of points is blocked, and they can't go any further because that one's blocked, and they're all just going to rest here forever now. Unless I put in one more signal. Alright, I'm feeling charitable. There you go. Everyone should now be able to be free to do what they want any old time. And that's super. Good. Alright, yeah. I was only planning to inconvenience the passenger service. It was not my intent to inconvenience myself. Right, is that enough to uncork that particular bottle? Are we moving again? Yeah, we're moving again. Okay, cool. Right, now, last step is to set the trucks in motion down at the other end, and I'm still not 100% sure where I am there, but that's relatively quick. There you go, he's coming in here. If anybody sees any sign of anything kind of freightwood doing anything at all at any point, I'll be delirious. Right, and actually it's going to start up here with this goods potentially. Right, okay, so this is going to be CF grain shuttle. Right, okay, and then give me a fella me lad to plunk on here. Yeah, plunked. Right, by road vehicles, we'll have a pair. I mean, it's really short. In fact, it is grain only, so we can use the grain silo Volvo, which is lovely. 2 of them. Thank you. Good. Where'd you go? I'm here. Okay, thank you. CF grain shuttle. Go. Good. You may well be the first to do anything valuable. Then again, you might not. But don't let that feel like it's too much pressure for you, okay? Next, we're going to need a delivery from here. Actually, hang on. Wait a moment. You're going to need a plastics delivery. Do you actually have a route that gets you to the plastics delivery? No. Okay, so we're going to need to stick that in. Alright. That I could well have missed that, you know. But as it turned out, I didn't. Right, give me another one of these. Good. From here out to... where's it coming in? It's coming in there. To Cambridge Sidings. So this is CF... plastics shuttle other end. Right. Good. Buy trucks. Needs a button. There you go. That's the fella. How many do you want of these? 2. Right, what are you shipping? Plastics one way, potentially machines the other. Machines? Yes. Plastic? Yes. 3. Okay, cool. CF plastic shuttle other end. There you go. Right, okay, that's that one. Next. And next, he said. So, theoretically, we're bringing steel into here. Oh, look, we've got coal. Coal is moving. That's a sign. Well, it's a sign that there's coal being produced. Okay, yeah, that's a good sign. Now we're going to need some actual freight deliveries to drive what we in the trade call demand. Now I've got 3 of them here. There is the chance that the airline will take some tools back with it the other way. Your guess is as good as mine. Right, so from there to here, that's CF Kitchener. Tools. No. Machines. Yes. Okay, cool. How many do you want? 1. Okay, well, spend it all at once, why don't you? Okay, right. Buy road vehicles, Kitchener thingamajig tools. Yeah, all right, Lee. Well, use a big beefcake truck. There you go. Have the Harley Davidson truck. Why not? CF tools something thing. What's it? Kitchener machines. You've said it's tools there. They're probably never going to deliver anything because it's machines. It's not tools. Right. Next one is going to be whatever town that one is. So we'll go from there out to here. That's a lousy route. I'll put a better route in for you in a sec. It's Cambridge. CF Cambridge tools machines. Thank you. How many do you want? 3. All right, there we go. Oh, look, grain happening. Grain at the airport. Okay, grain's moving. Oh, this is very exciting. Now, will this work in a profitable sense? Were we to do it for real? No. Okay, fine. Any other questions? No, really none. 1, 2, 3. We'll go with 4 of these. Set that one on the Cambridge delivery. Good. I'll improve your route in a moment. Okay. You're going to improve it now? No, in a moment. Yeah, all right, I'll do it now. Hang on. It needs something really simple. Give me large country road. We'll go from there out to here. Like that. No, like this. Yes. Jolly green, please. Kapow. There you go. That'll cheer them up no end. Right, and where's my third one? It's in Guelph, which is a name, presumably. Now we don't have an okay, you can go from the other side because apparently you were too lazy to make that work, so you just stuck it in the other end. No, I'd thought ahead. Yeah, I bet you had. Right, and this is CF Guelph. Guelph. It's a word. Machines. All right, how many do you want? 2, 3, 3. 2, 3. DHL. 2, 3. Set line Guelph. Good. Go Gwulfing. There you go. Right, that is, I believe, everything. You may believe otherwise, and chances are you'd believe correctly. However, we've got grain waiting at the airport. Given that I built 6 flipping planes, I would expect one of them to be around, but I suppose not. This is our canary in the mine. Line usage, yes, that's a good sign. We're just going to have to wait until things kick off and then see how prolifically they kick off. I'm going to skip forward until things are happening. Have you got steel on board? Not yet. Give it more time. All right. Wait and see. Okay, so everything is sort of working with one exception, and that exception is the iron mine. Now, some of you will have spotted why the exception is not actually working. Yeah? Yeah? Have you got it? Do you? Are you sure? Now, I even went to the extent... We're going to fix it in a moment. I even went to the extent of of putting in a second truck route here to try and ferry potential iron ore out to the airport. I'm not entirely convinced that planes will carry iron ore. So that's possibly redundant. I'll retire it in a moment. I didn't even name the line. I just wanted to see if it would work. And as you can see, it's still stubbornly refusing to pay off. So that is not going to work. The problem, and I've run into this before, I've done this before, I have used these before, these hoppers don't carry iron ore. They just should. There should be a law. Oh, hold on, what's this? This GP40 double track. I'm not sure that's grunty enough. Give me diesels. Let's do that again. Right, you're retired there, son, because we're going to replace you now. We'll put these Santa Fe's on. 1, 2, 3, triple head. Obviously, it's the way to go. But yeah, if you look at the wagons here, it was the last thing I checked. But everything else is moving. We don't know about steel yet, obviously, because we haven't delivered any. We haven't made any. So yeah, it does everything else that could possibly be delivered in a hopper, apart from iron ore. Well, that's an oversight. Right, so we need both iron ore and coal to be delivered by whatever means we decide to use here. Do we chance these? These might be one of those that make it all fall over. And also, they do 70, these only do 62. Well, yeah, I know. What's your level of complaint? There you go, these are a bit more like it. I mean, I know they're default, but at least it is gondolas rather than anything else. Right, let's go with these. Half a mile's worth, please. That will suffice quite nicely. And almost there, and almost. That's good. On replace now. Yeah, doesn't cost anything, obviously, because everything's free. Right, there we go. Oh, we've got to switch over straight away. Now, we shall find out whether that's going to do it. Now, the other thing that I did in a bid to try and kick this mine into action was I replaced the little shunter that we were using. Apologies for fast forward, but I want to see if this is going to work. Is I put a GP70 on there with some Naffy's wagons. You can tell you're getting desperate when you're going to use the wagons that carry everything, please. Just use them all. Got 2 billion in the bank now, just so you know. I can't take credit for any of that. I've made a little bit of profit. If we look at the air freight, there it was doing 100 grand, 200 grand, 10 million, 10 million. Boom. Air freight, making the money. Not entirely sure it's perfectly balanced. Could just be me. But there we go. Right, so in theory, we should now be able to make this work. The Naffy's wagons take iron ore, don't they? Don't they? This station is in range, isn't it? Yes, it's in range. Do you want to check? Yeah. I mean, why would you use them for everything if they didn't do everything? Hold on. I could zoom in a bit and make my life easier, but No, why change the habit of a lifetime? Right, let's kill those and let's try putting a fresh nappies on there. Not that I needed to remove them, obviously, but I just did anyway. Nappies, universal state car, iron ore. It's right there. We're moving. There we go. Iron ore now being produced. Okay, cool. Leave it alone. Right. Good. Okay. We are now in motion, and the coal's kicked off again. That's good. What you're not seeing, because obviously it's stopped because production hasn't been on, was that previously we were getting a lot of grain coming in and then plastics moving. That was all. It was all really good. Right, line 1, we can shut you down. So let's do that. I didn't name you because you were only ever supposed to survive for the shortest of times, and you have done. Well done. Good job. Everybody, go get sold, and then as an encore, get deleted. There we are. Right. Well, we've ramped up to 200 production fairly quickly. That's nice. We'll have to keep an eye on this train to see. There we go. We got grain coming back in again. That's good. We just have to make sure that we're on top of this shuttle kind of deal. Let's have a look. How are we doing? Now, this is going to lead to some mad money being made by the half-mile hopper train. But we'll see how mad that money ends up being. What have we got waiting? 10. I think we can cope with that for the time being. What's your capacity? Wasn't it 72? It was 70. You were wrong. It wasn't 72, it's 70. But production has kicked right up now. So that's all good. And there goes my first load that's actually got some iron on board. It's not carrying very much coal because there is coal waiting at the other end. Now, the big test of this is going to be what sort of level we kick production up to. Now, normally I would not play through this at high speed, but we're going to play through it now because you've been hanging around for ages. I imagine you've probably watched this in several chunks because this is a long old video you've got going on here. We'll be done in a couple of minutes, don't worry. That said, I'm predicting we'll be done in a couple of minutes, but we might not be. Can I do this, that? No, you can't. Guess that's not one then. You were on the wrong side of the track there. Okay. That's a good safety tip. Whoa, wall! That's alright, don't panic. I've not ridden this route yet, but the frame rate's nice and smooth, so this is, this is well worth pursuing. Now, somewhere down here will be the other one. Oh, it's been waiting patiently for, I would imagine, a month or two. Hello! Right, you're going the other way. This is a proper length train. Right, now we come back to the bottleneck, and hopefully that's all working perfectly there. Took that corner at max speed. Lovely. And then we're going to come into the steelworks in a moment. And for a flat map, it's not actually that flat. There are mesas all over the joint here, and they're quite interesting. If that's... Wow! That's the kind of thing that floats your boat. And then, once we jump off here, we might see some actual steel well, there you go. There you go. Steel production happening. It's occurring right now. Right here. Right, I am going to go stick in another signal up there. I don't think we need it, but I'm doing it anyway. We don't need it because the trains are reasonably well spaced out. It's purely a matter of trying to make the dream work a little better. Did that break anything? Didn't look like it. Then we'll say it didn't. Right, that is a nice chunk of iron ore waiting there now. What have we got? 43. Okay, that's enough to keep things rolling. How much have you got? 14. So iron production is still kicking up a gear. We have got a backlog of about 200 coal. So we'll only start kicking coal into motion once we've cleared that backlog. Anyway, if you wouldn't mind loading some point this century, that'd be particularly marvellous. Anytime you like. No path. Okay, so I've obviously in need of a quick junction here. Hold on. If we do that. Happy now? Yes. Thought you might be. Right, okay, good. We'll stick one there. Which is a bad idea, because that's going to allow them to back up against one another, which is not particularly ideal. Right, let's go down and pursue the steel. Has that left the station yet? No, it hasn't. So we're waiting for the steel train to come in, and then we'll see how we get on with that. 12 hole steel. Count it. On both hands. And possibly 1 or 2 toes as well. You can use other appendages if it suits you better, but don't feel obliged to. Where's the train? Is that it? Yeah, that's it. That's the fella. Yeah, here he goes. Steel magnolias. Still thinking that lumber is their destiny as far as actually carrying stuff is concerned. What's the running time on this stuff? I did have a look a minute ago, but we'll just double check that now so that you can all witness the fitness. So the hopper bulk is in 10 minutes. Steel magnolias is in 5. I'm paying attention. All right, I might need to fix that. The iron ore train is in 3. Okay. All right. Well, you know, we're at the starting point here. This steel loads very slowly, but we have actually got some now. Right on this one. Here we go, over the old causeway here. If we're very lucky, we'll see some French number. There we go. Johnny French. And then we head out this way. Smashing. This bit might be just a smidge lumpy. Oh, that wasn't so bad. That bit was a little bit worse. That bit was perfectly acceptable. Then we're going to drive through this brick wall. It's okay. It's what the brick wall wants. That's what it's come to expect. And we should pass our sister unit coming back in the opposite direction. Should do. If we don't, I'd be rather surprised. There it is, look. Carrying nothing. But eventually it should start carrying machines, because I'm pretty sure we've got delivery work going on there in Hamilton. Actually, I'm not sure we have got delivery work going on there in Hamilton, so maybe I need to sort that out. But we'll see how we get on. There's a plane. That's nice, isn't it? And into the garage where we'll make our steely deposit. And steely deposit, 192 grand for 7 lumps of steel. And lo and behold, whoa! You're producing. How are you producing tools? That's mysterious. Or is it? No, because you only need 1 lump of steel to produce some tools. Well, okay, produce whatever you like then, friend. Because, we'll take anything at this stage. Right, we've got 95 plastic in store. Yes, that's not a spectacular amount now, is it? But we may yet get a little bit more transpire in the fullness of time. Anyway, what is quite nice is that the two-way route for processing corn into plastic is actually panning out quite nicely. With the 6 planes that we've got, you'd want to keep an eye on this end to make sure that you hadn't got a big backlog building up. And from here on in, it's simply a case of just getting the balancing right. There is a lot of balancing to do on this setup, because it is so fearsomely kind of interlocked, intertwined, intermingled, and international. And therefore, you're gonna want to make sure you've got that balance right. And at the moment, I'm not bringing out enough ore to provide the right level of steel, so I'd probably want either another ore train, or to replace those big diesels that I'm running right now with a faster electric. There you go. Well, look, that's over 100 being cavorted now. Now, you see, it's getting somewhere. Not quickly. No. Quickly is the wrong word, but it's definitely getting there. Oh, hold on, we've got to take off. I thought I'd show you this. It does work. It's not as spectacular as the landing. Still pretty cool, though. There you go. Truck, plane. He's done it again. But from that angle, it makes it look like nothing's anywhere. Oh, we need a train in the shot as well. Are these my trains that come through here? I think they might be. No, 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 they're not your trains. Your trains go out round this ridiculous outer curve. It's a pity. But hey, you know, you can't have it all. No, but what you should be trying to do is stage a shot. Because if you get this shot right, people are going to be very much tempted to watch this video, blind to the fact that it's going to be an hour and a half long. Possibly even longer than that. You've not looked for a while. There's Jolly Green with a Dakota going over the top. It's not a Dakota, it's a DC-4. Okay. It's not the same thing. Alright, okay. I sit corrected. It's almost the same thing. Yes. Right, okay, we'll finish off with a flyby. And there we go. You sure it's not the same thing? I think it is the same thing, you know. I think you've got confused in your head. No, it's not the same thing. Alright, okay. You haven't got confused in your head. It's got plastic on board, look. That's nice. Right, there you go. Now, you may ask yourself, if you made it this far, you may ask yourself, why did I do this? Regarding yourself, why did I watch this much complete and utter nonsense? Because this is the joy of the game. Did this map need fixing? No, it didn't need any fixing at all. It was working perfectly fine and had plenty of scope for a little bit more expansion. And you know, playing with no costs means that you're free to just pursue it however you feel like it. In my case, I chose to pursue it by doing something a little bit daft, and to try and put what is definitely the most complicated freight route into action, not necessarily using the most efficient methods. Are they the least efficient methods? Pretty close. The only way I could have made it less efficient would be by using ships in some way. And then, even then, it can still be quite efficient to do it that way. It's just slow. Anyway, I've been Colonel Failure. If you want me to take a tour around your map and you've got a challenge you'd like me to perform equally as well as this, then get in touch via scaleabout.com/Colonel Failure, and I'll take a look at it. I'll look at it very carefully. I'll study it. I'll certainly take my time. I won't rush through it in about 10 minutes at the start of the video, and then we'll build something magnificent, because it is magnificent. Subscribe to make sure that you don't miss out on when I transition to Transport Fever 2, which is what we're all waiting for. In the meantime, however, there will be some more things like this, and I'll also have a crack at some vanilla gameplay to try and get some of those mods that I haven't done before. I'm going to play on hard mode. How hard can it be? I'm a ruddy expert after all. Thanks very much for watching. Cheerio.